Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
Okay.
ma'am.
All of you can switch on your video first.
Good afternoon.
Yes. What was the previous topic? I mean, which topic I taught you in the previous class?
Ma'am, we were discussing about law of demand.
Law of demand. That is fully completed, right? Okay. So I told some rules and regulation. I mean, it should be when the law of demand work. I told you, right? Yes or no? Two things are stable. I told. What is that? Two things should remain constant. What is that?
Prices of the commodity and income.
Prices of a related commodity and the income of the consumer. Okay, so that should remain constant. Then only this law works. It's not only law of demand, law of diminishing marginal utility. All these laws will work only when the price remains constant for the related commodities. At the same time, it should be the income of the consumers. It should not change. Now, what do you mean by law of demand? Anyone? I want everyone to switch on your video first. Yes, what do you mean by law of demand? Rahul, can you tell? Hmm?
Law of demand means demand for commodity.
Hmm. Only demand for commodity? Is it?
And
Hmm. Kevin, can you tell?
Ma'am, question.
What do you mean by law of demand? What is law of demand?
Ma'am, how the demand goes up when the prices are reduced.
Hmm.
Ma'am, the prices of the commodity are
Hmm.
inversely proportional to the quantity, the
Inversely
demand.
proportional. Okay, there is a particular definition like, what is that? Abhilash, do you know?
The negative relationship between the price of the commodity and the quantity demanded.
And the quantity demanded. Have you written what is law of demand?
Ma'am,
No.
that's the only definition I put on.
Okay, the quantity of a commodity that a consumer is willing to buy at a particular price with the given income. That is what you mean by law of demand. Okay, now here I showed you the demand curve. It is like downward sloping demand curve, and because of marginal diminishing utility, this is having a downward sloping curve. Okay, now let me go to the next topic. Okay. Yes, it is a demand curve is a graphic representation of whatever quantity is demanded at the same time, whatever at a given particular price. Now, I want you to write it down some assumptions for this law of demand that I'll be telling. Just write the heading assumptions. Some assumptions are there. So assumptions in the sense what? What do you mean by that assumptions? Anyone? Assumptions means what?
Hypothesis.
Assumption, simple term.
To
Ma'am,
assume,
yes, ma'am, we are assuming.
Yeah, we are assuming that, okay, these many things should be there, then only this law will work. Okay, we are assuming some conditions. That is what you mean by assumptions here. So the first assumption what they have given is that cardinal measurement is used. The first assumption, you can write it down, cardinal measurement is used. Cardinal measurement is used. Kevin, what do you mean by cardinal measurement? What do you mean by cardinal measurement? Cardinal utility analysis. What do you mean by that?
Ma'am, cardinal utility analysis is ma'am this when
Utility we are
consuming
measuring in
measuring in units, ma'am, in
numbers.
specific
We are
numbers.
measuring in numbers. Okay, we are giving some number to the utility. So first, see, actually we can't measure utility because it is a satisfaction for us. It's not that we can measure. We can only rank. Okay, when I consume a chocolate, or you take two products, chocolate or mango, from which one you are getting more consumption, I mean, sorry, utility, you can say that either chocolate or mango. So if I like chocolate, I will say chocolate. That is a ranking. First place goes to chocolate here. Actually, we can measure the utility by ranking only. But when we rank, this demand curve and all will not be easily understandable. So we are giving some numbers to the utility or for the satisfaction, and then we are telling that law of demand will be like this, or when as the price increases the utility, what happens, or when we consume something, what happens to utility, that we have given in numbers. So first assumption is that cardinal utility or cardinal measurement is used in this. Second assessment, write it down, consumption of reasonable quantity. Consumption of reasonable quantity. Now, when we say consumption of reasonable quantity, it is something that when we are consuming something, I told that one chocolate, if you had, you get 10 units of utility. Then again, if you have one more chocolate, you get 8 units of utility. Like that, I am telling. But if you are consuming very small amount of a piece of chocolate, it will not be like that. So, for example, you are very thirsty. Okay, and you are given water. If the reasonable amount is how much? You are very thirsty. A reasonable amount is what it will be. What will be the reasonable amount for water?
1 liter.
1 liter.
One glass.
1 glass of water. Okay. At the same time, if you give 1 spoon of water, whether that utility it will work or what properly? No way. You are very thirsty. 1 spoon, if you drink, you will feel more thirsty. Okay, so there should be a reasonable amount of consumption, then only this law will work. Okay, 1 spoon of water will not work in that case. 1 glass may work. Okay, then you go for second glass of water. Okay, fine, your utility reduced. But at the same time, if you are getting 1 bucket of water, is there any use? No, that also should not happen. So like that it should be, there should be a considerable amount or reasonable amount for consumption. Okay, and one more thing is there, you are fond of chocolates. Okay, so lot of chocolates are there. You are eating one chocolate now. After 2 hours, you are eating another chocolate. So will this work? Will this law work? It will not work. So the consumption should be like a continuous one. Okay, so the consumption either it should be reasonable one, at the same reasonable amount should be there. At the same time, it should be a continuous one. It's not that one you had now, after 1 week you had another one, your utility will not change only. There is a chance that utility will increase. Okay. Third point, rational consumer. Rational consumer. Consumer should be rational. That's what. Consumer should be rational. When we say consumer should be rational, it means the consumer should know how to measure his utility. That is what you mean by consumer is rational. So the third assumption is that the consumer should be rational. That means the consumer should know how to measure the satisfaction what he is eating by consuming one good or anything it can be. Okay. So like that he should express it in numbers. So that's why we say that consumer should be rational. Next point, the consumption should be a continuous one. That is what I told you before. Consumption should be continuous. Consumption should be continuous. I told you that when you consume now, after 5 hours, if you consume, the utility will be different, or we cannot measure that utility in a reduced manner, because again, maybe after 5 hours, you may have the same satisfaction, same desire to eat the particular chocolate or consume one particular good. So whenever we are consuming, this law will work only when there is continuous consumption. Next point, no change in the quality. No change in the quality. Which quality I'm talking here? Quality of
Commodity.
the commodity what I am consuming. Again, I'm taking up the example of chocolate. Okay, there are different kinds of chocolates here in the market available. If you see, many are there. Like, for example, Perk is there, or Snickers are there, like that. So after eating 2 Perks, if I am eating Snickers, the quality changed. Maybe I like that more. So when we say the quality should remain same, otherwise the utility also will be changed. So it should not be that. If I am consuming one item of one brand or one company, that should be continued. Then only this law will work. The last point, income and price is fixed. Income and price is fixed. Income and price is fixed. That's I told you that when we consume something, if our income is increased, there is a chance that we may change the company or buy something else, or we may even the price of other related goods, it should not change. If the price of related goods are becoming less, then we try to buy that. So the utility will be affected. So utility, when we calculate, or law of demand, it will work only when the income of the consumer remains same. At the same time, price of the related goods also should be same. Now next is about ordinal utility analysis. I told that cardinal utility, in the sense we are assigning some numbers to the utility. Ordinal utility, in the sense we are assigning rank for the utility. Okay, here we are not taking any numbers here, we are ranking. For example, any 2 things like banana or mangoes, we are giving a rank to either this or that. So first preference may be mango, second preference may be banana. Like that, ranking is given. Because of that, or that kind of utility analysis, we call it as ordinal utility analysis. Consumer, we are not measuring this in numbers. At the same time, we are ranking various consumption bundle. What do you mean by this consumption bundle? Can anyone say? Consumption bundle. What do you mean by consumption bundle? No one knows. What is consumption bundle? Krishnanunni, can you tell?
No, ma'am.
You don't know. Okay. Sayujya, any idea? Consumption bundle. What is that? Consumption bundle. What do you mean by that? You don't know. If you don't know, you tell that. Yes.
A bundle of things we use for our consumption.
Consumption, a bundle of things. That is very simple. Bundle of things. Maybe a consumption basket or a consumption bundle consists of various goods what we are consuming. Maybe 2 mangoes or 1 banana or 1 apple. Like that, different items will be there in the consumption bundle. Here in this consumption bundle, we are taking only 2 goods, that is bananas and mangoes here. Okay, so here a consumer's preference, what we are bringing, whatever is there in the bundle, we are bringing it into diagrammatically or graphically. Whatever points are representing here, A represents what? Vinay, can you tell A represents what? Vinay. There are different points here, A, B, C, D. Now, whatever A, B, C, D is there, the consumer is consuming different items here. This many mangoes, this many bananas. Like that, different consumption bundle you can see, different sets you can see. Okay, if I talk about A, Vinay, can you tell what this A means? How many bananas and how many mangoes are coming in that?
50 mangoes,
15 mangoes and
1 banana.
1 banana. So that is one set of consumption, what he prefers. Okay, another set, B point if you take. Pavitra, can you tell how many mangoes and how many bananas?
12
yeah.
mangoes and
And
2 bananas.
so here you can see you can notice one thing, as we are increasing bananas, in the sense 1 banana is increased, what happened to the mangoes? What happened to mangoes? Consumption of mango. Tell someone.
Decreased.
It decreases, it is decreasing. Okay, again, next C point, point C. Akshay, can you tell? Akshay, can you tell?
Mangoes decreasing.
Okay, mangoes how many?
Mangoes less than 9.
Is it less than 9 like that it is given? C, point C.
Point C is 10.
10 mangoes and how many bananas?
2.
3.
3 bananas. Okay, so here 10 mangoes and 3 bananas. And the point D, Abhijit, can you tell? Abhijit.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. What do you mean by this point D? What is
Point?
the D? This one. Yes.
Don't know.
You don't know. You can see now how many mangoes are consumed, how many bananas are consumed.
Bananas 4,
Hmm.
mangoes 9.
Okay, so here in this point D, 9 mangoes are demanded, or 9 mangoes he is going to consume, or 4 bananas. These are the different combinations. So A combination consists of 15 and 1 banana. Like this, different sets are given. Okay, now all these points like A, B, C, D, every point gives same utility to the consumer. Same utility in the sense, what do you mean by same utility? Whatever you consume, like A, if he consume A, that same amount of satisfaction he will get by consuming B also, even by consuming C or by consuming D. So all these points, what you see here, he is indifferent towards it. Indifferent means what? What do you mean by indifferent? I am indifferent towards this consumption bundle means what now?
Not different.
It's everything is treated the same. Like you.
Yeah, everything is created, is the same for you. So you are?
Indifferent.
What do you mean by that?
Indifferent on the different bundle.
Indifferent on different bundle, okay. But put it little more clear.
No particular partiality for one bundle. Everything is
Everything is same. So,
yeah.
So he is confused now. He is confused which one to take. That is why he is indifferent. Okay. So when we join all these A, B, C, D, we get indifference curve. Okay. That is what I see. Got it? So here we are giving you different sets of consumption bundle. It can be A, B, C, D. Now in this you can see the amount is going on increasing and decreasing. Mangoes are getting reduced. As we increase bananas, it is reducing. Okay. Now one more thing you can see. this from 15 to 15 to 12 when it is coming, and here from A to B, this length if you see and compare this length, what did you find? What do you feel?
differences.
Difference? What
Yeah.
difference? I didn't get.
Like difference between 12 and 15 is 3. So 3%
Difference between
decrease.
15 and 12 is 3, okay.
So after the 12, when it comes to 12, the 3% decreased in
It is
mangoes.
decreasing. Okay, fine. So here you can see this one is long. As you come to from 12 to 2, this has become little bit smaller. Again, you can see from B to C, from B to here if it is given. From C to D, if you see, again it is becoming smaller. But what is happening to bananas here? What is happening to bananas? Huh?
Same.
It becomes longer.
It is becoming longer, or you can say first it was like this, and again if you see it is becoming more, it is becoming more, like that it is becoming, even though it is increasing in a slower rate. Okay, so this shows that as you substitute, or instead of mangoes we are going on substituting what? Mangoes we reduced, instead of that we substitute what? What are we
Bananas.
substituting? Bananas here. Okay. So like that, we are going on substituting the things that we call it as marginal rate of substitution. So before that, let me tell you one more thing. Just listen. I showed you the graph of indifference curve. Now, why it is known as indifference curve? Because the consumer is indifferent on the different bundles, because each point of the bundles gives the consumer equal utility. That is why he is indifferent towards the bundle. Okay, why he is indifferent towards the bundle? Krishnanuni, can you tell? Why he is indifferent? Why a consumer is indifferent towards the bundle? What is the
Because
reason?
both are reducing and decreasing.
Is it? Sanam? Yes. Why the consumer is indifferent towards the bundles? What is the reason?
Ma'am, is it becomes equal?
Is it because
They both products become equal.
it's not products become equal?
That's
Omar? Omar?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. I said some points here. The consumer is indifferent towards different bundle. What is the reason? I think Omar is sleeping or what? Huh? Omar, are you sleeping?
No.
No. Abhilash, can you tell?
Because all the bundles give equal utility for the consumer.
Each point of the bundles give the consumer equal utility. That is why the consumer is indifferent. Once more, I am telling lesson. Okay, why the consumer is indifferent towards the consumption bundle? Why he is not, or he is confused now which consumption bundle should to be taken, which point to be taken, because each and every point what I showed you before on the graph, that gives him equal satisfaction. So he is indifferent towards the consumption bundle. That is what you mean by indifferent curve. Now, when we are joining all the points, what represent different bundles, you get indifference curve. I showed you there A, B, C, D. That A, B, C, D provides equal satisfaction to the consumer. There is no change in that. If consumer, when one bundle if you consume, or any other bundle also if the consumer is consuming, the satisfaction remains same. He cannot rank that. Only the quantity is little bit different. Okay. Now next one. So consumer, now when consumer is consuming one more banana, he should forgo mangoes. What do you mean by forgo mangoes? He should? What do you mean by that? Forgo some mangoes means what? He should
Get
Leave.
rid of.
sacrifice. He should sacrifice some mangoes there. Then only the total utility level will remain same. Or that person will be there on the same indifference curve. Okay, once more listen. You see, just 1 minute. You see here, quantity of bananas, quantity of mangoes. Okay. When mangoes it is reduced, then only he is adding one banana. So he is sacrificing how many mangoes for one banana? Yes?
15.
15?
2.
Is it 2?
3.
3.
3. From this to come to this, we need that person is sacrificing 3 to get one more additional. Okay, so from 1 to 2, 1, here 3 mangoes are sacrificed or forgo. That is the term we use. Okay, now here, so consumer, he wants to get one more banana. He is forgoing some mangoes there, so that then only the total utility remains same, or otherwise then only that person will be there on the same indifference curve. Now what I told same indifference curve, now you will not understand. There are some features for indifference curve, that time you will be understanding this. Okay, therefore indifference curve always you can see it slopes downward, because as we are increasing the consumption of one, the other one is reducing, so always it will be a downward sloping curve. Got it? Now, what is the reason why the indifference curve is slopes downward? Why it is sloping downward? What is the reason? What is the reason why the indifferent curve slopes downward? Kevin, can you tell? Is there any reason?
Mangoes are decreasing.
Mangoes are decreasing. See, if there are no bananas and mangoes, what you will say? No, commodity, in that term, how you will say? Can you think of? When we increase the consumption of one commodity, we have to forgo the consumption of other commodity. Got it what I said?
Yes,
Here with example, they have given mangoes and bananas. But if without these bananas and mangoes example, when we say, what you will say? When we increase the consumption of one commodity, we have to forgo the consumption of other one. Okay, so what happens? The indifference curve slopes downward. Got the answer? Okay, now Akshay, can you tell why the indifferent curve slopes downward? Akshay. Yes. Everyone switch on your video. I just want to see you all.
Because when we
Hmm.
substitute another,
Is it substituting? Substitute means you put it in the word of consumption. When we consume,
another resource, the utility of the first one decreases.
okay. So
The demand for the first one gets lower and lower until it doesn't exist.
is it? Sanam, can you tell?
No, ma'am.
No. Vishnu? Any idea what do you mean by why this indifference curve slopes downward? What is the reason for that?
Ma'am, when we
Equal.
put
Hmm.
one of more when we put one of more of a product we
When
have
we
to-
consume one of more product, okay,
we'll have to forego the second product so
we
that the
have to
indifference
forego
curve-
the second product. So the indifference curve slopes downward. This is the same thing that is shown here in this indifference curve. See here from 15 to we are coming to 12. So we are foregoing 3 units of mangoes for 1 unit of banana. So we are sacrificing 3 units of mangoes for 1 unit of banana. Okay, so that because of that, what happens? The curve was sloping down. You see, it was A point A. Now, one more thing I'll tell you. In this A point, what it is? 15 mangoes and 1 banana, right? Now, again, if this from A point, when we are coming to the point B, what is happening here? 3 units we are foregoing here. Okay, and 1 unit is increased for another commodity. Same thing again, if you see, increased in the sense mangoes quantity is not remaining. Mango is not remaining as 15 only. If it is like that, there will be another point. It will be another indifference curve. Okay, so here on the same, we are not allowing this, or we can say that any product when we are consuming, we are for another product, if we want to increase, we are foregoing, we are sacrificing the consumption of the first commodity. Because of that reason, you can see it is sloping downward. Got it, everyone? So why I am telling this here, it is given because mangoes, bananas, like that terms are given. So when they ask you why this is sloping downward, you can't put that bananas, mangoes there. You have to tell that when consumer gets one more product of any commodity for more consumption, we have to sacrifice the consumption of another commodity. That is why the indifference curve slopes downward. Now, how much amount of mangoes we are foregoing to get one additional banana? The total, at the same time, the total utility remains the same. That we call it as marginal rate of substitution. At what rate we are using another product for this one, present what we are consuming, that we call it as marginal rate of substitution. Okay, once more listen. Here, the amount of mangoes that the consumer has to forego when we are sacrificing how many number of mangoes instead of getting one banana. But at the same time, total utility remains same. That we call it as marginal rate of substitution. Basuri, can you tell what do you mean by marginal rate of substitution? What is marginal rate of substitution? Basuri.
The amount of mangoes.
Louder, louder.
The amount of mangoes that we have to forego for getting one banana.
At the same time, what is the condition? Total
Be equal.
utility will remain same. That is called
Marginal rate of.
okay. So here, marginal rate of substitution, like Akshay before said that at what rate we are substituting one product for the other. That is what you mean by marginal rate of substitution. Okay, so here we are substituting banana for mangoes. Instead of mangoes, we are eating bananas. So that substitution rate, we call it as marginal rate of substitution. Now, how can we find this marginal rate of substitution? That is delta y by delta x. What is this delta y and delta x? What is delta y and delta x?
Ma'am, the first and the second product.
First and second product. Otherwise, two products they have given in y or x. What is delta here?
Change in the
Change in y ratio with change in x. Okay, so marginal rate of substitution is the rate at which the consumer will substitute bananas for mangoes so that her total utility, everywhere you can see that total utility remains constant. That word assumption, we have kept it here. Substitution at the rate at which we are substituting bananas for mangoes, that is what we call it as MRS, or marginal rate of substitution. This is a formula to find marginal rate of substitution. We always put this in ratio. Ratio, you know, like 1:1, 2:2, like that we say. We always present this in the form of ratio. Marginal rate of substitution is the rate at which the consumer will substitute one commodity for the other. At the same time, the total utility should remain constant. Okay, next one. This is a table they have given related to the marginal rate of substitution. Now, in this marginal rate of substitution, you can see that as the quantity of bananas increasing, what happens to the quantity of mango? What happens? What is the, yes, tell. What happens to the quantity of mangoes as we increase the quantity of bananas? Reply someone. Yes, decreases. Okay. So here, first, how much we are consuming?
15.
Mangoes 15 and banana 1. Next, second step, if you see, how much we are foregoing here?
3.
3 we are foregoing. How much we are increasing here?
1.
1. So that is what they have given here, 3:1 or 3:1. Okay. Change in quantity Y by change in quantity X. Got it? Next one. Next step, if you see, from this 12 to 10, if you see, how much it is changed? How much it is changed?
2.
It is 2. Here again
1.
1. So that is 2:1. Next step, if you see, that is 1. Here also 1. That is 1:1. So this rate, this ratio, what they have given in the last column, that is the marginal rate of substitution. So it diminishes with the increase in the number of bananas. As we increase the quantity of bananas, what happens? The marginal rate of substitution decreases. That is another one important point. MRS diminishes with the increase in the number of a consumption of a particular commodity. Next, once more that explanation is given. Just listen carefully. With the fall in the quantity of mangoes, the marginal utility derived from the mangoes increases. What do you mean by that? You are sacrificing mangoes now, right? So the utility for that, what you are derived from it, it increases. Okay, because when you sacrifice something, whether the utility will increase or decrease, you are sacrificing something. Okay.
Increase.
It will always increase. You are sacrificing something. You are telling that, okay, now I don't want. So you will always have a desire to have that more. But as you consume more, what will happen? Marginal utility will decrease. Okay. You are sacrificing here. So marginal utility will increase. As you consume more, what will happen? Marginal utility will decrease. The same thing we are talking here. As with the fall in the quantity of mangoes, what happens? The marginal utility, whatever is derived from that, it will increase. So with the increase in the number of bananas, what happens? Consumer will feel that this to sacrifice small and small amount of mangoes. This I will show you the table once more. See, first he was sacrificing how many mangoes?
3.
3. Then next step?
2.
2. Again, the next step, if you see, that is 1. So his sacrifice, that number of whatever he is sacrificing, it is becoming less. Why? He is failing. Now he feels that I should have more of mangoes because I am getting bananas, I am getting utility from that. So he is sacrificing less amount of mangoes in the next coming steps. Okay, first he sacrificed 3 for banana, 3 for getting 1 banana. Next, he is not sacrificing 3 there. He is sacrificing only 2 for getting 1 more banana. Then next step, if you see, he is sacrificing only 1 for getting 1 banana. That means he doesn't want to sacrifice now mangoes because he already sacrificed more. Now he has a feeling that he should have more mangoes with him. At the same time, his consumption of banana has got increased. So that marginal utility is getting decreased here. Okay. Now listen once more. This tendency of MRS to fall with the increase in the quantity of bananas is known as law of diminishing marginal rate of substitution. You have learned law of diminishing marginal utility. This is another one, law of diminishing marginal rate of substitution. As we increase our consumption of one product, marginal rate of substitution will start falling. In this marginal rate of substitution, is it falling or is it increasing? See this. As we consume more and more of one commodity, what is happening to marginal rate of substitution?
Decreasing.
It is decreasing. The same law they are talking here. The law of what happens, this tendency of MRS to fall with an increase in the quantity of bananas is known as law of diminishing marginal rate of substitution. So as we consume more and more, the marginal rate of substitution will become low or it will be decreasing. This law we call it as law of diminishing marginal rate of substitution. And one more important point they have given, this law of diminishing marginal rate of substitution. Because of this law, the indifference curve is convex to the origin. Because of this reason, indifference curve is convex to the origin. Now, so many things I told you. I know it is a little bit confusing to understand. Anish. Anish. Anish, are you there? Anish, no response from your side. Naveen, let me see who are all sleeping.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. What do you mean by indifference curve or indifference? Indifference curve, I told you. What do you mean by that? In the beginning. Yes? Any idea what it is?
Yes, ma'am.
If you don't know, tell. I will make one person to tell. Then I will make you to repeat. Tell what it is. Ellen. So same thing, I should repeat it again, I feel. Abdul Aman is present? Absent. Okay. Ellen Thomas? Ellen Thomas. Just check someone whether he's present or not. No, absent. Alan Burgess. Anish. Aparna. Krishna Kanti. I will mark absent those who are not responding, okay? Absent. Krishna Kanti is absent. Krishna Nundi.
Present, ma'am.
Naveen.
Present, ma'am.
Nestle.
Present, ma'am.
Akshay. Pavitra.
Present, ma'am.
Pranav.
Present, ma'am.
Rahul.
Present, ma'am.
Sayuchya.
Present, ma'am.
Vinay.
Present, ma'am.
Vishnu. Vishnu.
Present, ma'am.
Roseanne.
Present, ma'am.
Abhiram. Abhiram, I don't know. Abhijit. Abhilash.
Present, ma'am.
Amal.
Present, ma'am.
Bazuri.
Present, ma'am.
Kevin.
Present, ma'am.
Omar. Sanam.
Present, ma'am.
Sandra. Absent. Okay. Okay, then thank you all. One more period is there. I'll explain once more. Otherwise, I will make you to explain. I should understand whether you people understood anything or not, right? So don't keep these like this video off. Don't make me to call your parents and talk now. Okay. Everyone heard?
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
then bye all. Half of them are not there in front of this. Kept it on and went somewhere, I feel. Okay, then bye all.